Do me a favor before you watch this video. Please, please, please go subscribe to my other booming channels, and especially my AI channel. The AI channel is crazy. Appreciate you. So we back, man. We back with it, man. And I just wanted to come tap in on this Michael Jackson movie. So I actually seen the Michael Jackson movie. And it was pretty dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I felt like it was very well put together with the quality of like the costumes and the venues and the locations and the settings. You know what I'm saying? I believe that was Nia Long that played his mom, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong, but she did a pretty good job. I can't remember the gentleman that played Joe Jackson, Michael's father's name, but I've seen him in a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? All the guys who played the brothers of Michael was dope. Janet, I'm trying to think, was LaToya in it, or was that LaToya? Y'all let me know. I'm kind of confused. It's been a couple days, but overall, man, I think it was a good movie, bro. A good depiction of his early life. You know what I'm saying? And spoiler alert, don't watch this video if you don't want to get spoiled. You know what I'm saying? But I love how they actually showed the inner workings of their family. Although it seemed like a running theme throughout that movie, which we've heard about it, was Joe Jackson being, you know, I guess if you want to say abusive. You know what I'm saying? He was quick to get the belt on Michael. He even tried to, it seemed like in the studio when he was with, was it Quincy Jackson or the guy that worked for Motel? He was in the studio and Mike was messing up in the booth, tapping his feet while he was performing or recording like he was performing. And it seemed like Joe Jackson was like about to go whoop him there, and the producer was like, no, watch out. You just go be the parent. This is my job. So, I mean, it kind of seemed like a theme was that, you know, Joe Jackson was pretty abusive, you know what I'm saying? And since a young boy, Mike was getting bad whippings, you know what I'm saying? And he just never was able to grow up and be a kid, you know what I mean? Pretty much the same things that we've heard throughout the years about Michael Jackson. But the kid that played his younger self, I feel like everybody that played Michael Jackson, stages up until when he went solo, did a pretty good job, even down to the singing of the voice, the dance moves and all that. It was just pretty top tier, you know what I'm saying? And I also like how, I don't want to go spoil too much, but I feel like it's going to be a sequel, you know what I'm saying? Not sure, but I feel like it's going to be a sequel. But yeah, man, it was definitely a dope film. The acting was on point, you know what I mean? The costumes, everything was on point until they spent the big budget on this. It was a 2-hour movie, and it didn't feel as long as 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? Which is kind of crazy because you hear a 22-hour movie and you think, oh, this about to be, but it wasn't dread. But I tell you, the best thing I liked about it was the performances. When he did those certain songs and recorded those certain songs, they was dope, bro. Like, it was almost kind of like a musical, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I felt like a musical because, you know, everybody loves and we all know Michael Jackson. I can say everybody loves Michael Jackson, but his music is pretty, you know, well known, quite well renowned. But yeah, bro, overall, on a scale of, I guess, 1 to 10, I give it, off seeing it just one time. I mean, I would definitely like to watch it again too. But off seeing it one time, I'll go like 7.98. Definitely was better than in my opinion, was better than the Tupac movie. I ain't gonna say it was better, it was more organized chronologically than the Tupac movie. I don't think it was better than the Biggie movie. The Bob Marley movie, I feel like the Bob Marley movie just covered a certain time period in Bob's life, you know what I'm saying? This kind of chronicled Michael's life from a kid to growing up and becoming a solo artist. And yeah, even with them including all the characters we heard of throughout the Michael Jackson legacy, the Bubbles, the Monkey, and all those guys, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you could take something from that movie. Everybody could take something from the movie as far as whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? And whatever you're going through, whether, you know, because Michael was always kind of like scared of his father for real, you know what I'm saying? Even, it took him a long time to really even walk past his dad and buck on his dad. He ain't buck on him like, hey, but he ain't listen to what he's saying no more, you know what I'm saying? But that's due to, from what the movie's pushing, you know, it seemed like abuse. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's worth a watch. Shout out to everybody who was in it. It was definitely dope as I don't know what, man. But yeah, that Michael Jackson movie, man, definitely one of them ones, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bells. I'm gone. Deuces.
Pour me a double coffee with a lean, feeling like I Christian Heat. Gucci bandana, they resting and caught me a feet. I just pulled up with a team, yeah. I Christian Heat, you know that money is what we gon' be, yeah. Popping up on the screen, I fuck your bitch and she sippin' that lean, yeah. I Christian Heat, I Christian Highs, that I Christian Heat, yeah. We getting money to double couple, that rating that shit, and I spend me on fiend.